I-270 in the southbound lanes from just south of the 70 interchange all the way down to Georgesville Road. And we are continuing to learn a bit more about that. And joining us to talk about that is ODOT's press secretary,
Matt Bruning. Hello. Thank you for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Well, good morning. Thanks for the opportunity to join you.
So we want to just talk about this. You clarified, and Sergeant Albert did with Columbus Police, that this was not a case of a wrong-way driver.
Yeah. And we have seen wrong-way crashes, obviously, in Central Ohio. They make the news almost every time we see some kind of a wrong-way crash, but they're extremely rare. They make up about 0.01% of all crashes that we see in the state of Ohio each year. So extremely rare, but something we take very, very seriously because they're 40 times more likely to be deadly than other crash types. So something that we have invested a lot in to try to, reduce the risk of occurring.
And I know the information's limited right now with what you can share because this is an ongoing investigation, but what can you tell us so far about what led up to this crash?
Well, all I can tell you from ODOT's perspective is we talk about when the road is closed and the road is open. So at this point, the road is open. It will be up to Columbus Police to do the investigation. That's their job. I won't get in their lane. They're the ones that will be looking at all the factors about what happened. So, certainly we'll be interested to see what they determine as to what occurred. ODOT reviews every fatal crash that is on our system in the state of Ohio. And so we're always looking for ways we can learn to try to mitigate those fatal crashes from occurring in the future.
And, now that we know that this one was not a wrong way crash, and talking about mitigating crashes in the future, that is something that ODOT has even more recently invested a lot of money. And we're talking about these cameras at these on-ramps. Go in a little bit of detail about, what are these? What is the goal of those?
Yeah, so these wrong-way detectors, basically what they do is they are trained on a ramp. And it's an exit ramp from the highway, but that's where a lot of these wrong-way drivers get onto the highway going the wrong direction. We've got 91 locations around the state of Ohio, including 31 here in Central Ohio, where we are installing these traffic cameras. Now, these are traffic cameras that you can see on OGO.com. So if you go to OHGO.com, you can see them. Right here, you're watching video of how they work. So they've got 3 zones on the ramp. You are expecting zones 1, 2, 3 to light up. Well, if 3, 2, 1 light up, then the camera sends an alert to our traffic management center. It lights up the signs, as you're also seeing there on the screen, and that alerts the driver. Now, that was done 354 times in 2024, which is the latest data set that I have right now. In 2024, about 83% of drivers saw that flashing sign and turned around themselves and never made it to the main line of the highway, which is exactly what we're looking for. And so if they do continue onto the roadway, our traffic management center gets that alert. They see that the driver has continued on to the highway, and they're able to get on a common radio channel and alert law enforcement and hopefully get a law enforcement officer out there to intercept that vehicle before they are involved in a crash.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add about what occurred this morning in this deadly crash?
No, just obviously tragic situation. Anytime there's a fatality on our roadways, we take that very seriously. And so we will be interested in seeing what Columbus Police determined happened as part of their investigation. And again, see if there's anything that ODOT could do to try to reduce the risk of these kinds of crashes from occurring across our state.
All right. Matt Bruning, Press Secretary for the Ohio Department of Transportation. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.